sorry, I'm surprised no one's running for the door right now.
How are we doing today? Doing good?
Wonderful!
I love seeing a room full of you guys like this, and I want to do one thing to kick this off. Are you guys willing to participate a little bit?
Yeah.
All right, everybody stand up.
Ooh!
Everybody stand up. All right, here's what we're going to do. Now, I know we chartered this entire boat, which is pretty cool, right? I think there's no one else on here besides Plexus. I want to make some noise so that the people on the neighboring cruises, or even the people on land, know we're here. So on the count of three, okay? So I'm going to count it down. On the count of three, I want you guys to say Plexus as loud as you can. Is that cool? Yeah. All right, here we go. Are you guys ready? Yeah. Don't leave me hanging. We're only doing this one time. I got a clock I got to stand by. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
I love what Gene said about being home. How many of you are proud to be a part of Plexus? Doesn't it feel good? Look around. Look at this community. Man, I feel good. And I want to tell you, we're just getting warmed up. And I just want to ask everybody that made the trip from the U.S. to these international waters, give a massive shout out. Let me hear you guys all from the U.S. Hey, but we have some more that can.
We do. I think you're from one of these countries.
Settle down. Don't panic. I'll tell you what we have are some Canadians that made the trip all the way
Yes,
down.
I know.
Let's give it up for all our folks from Canada. Man, and I'll tell you what, I know we're going to hear a lot from this group because they naturally are very boisterous. Let's go it up and give it up for everyone who made the trip from Mexico. And quite possibly the longest, everyone who came from Australia.
Wow.
That's good.
All right, I think the energy's in the room. We're feeling good. So when we talk about Rising Leaders Retreat, Gene and Alec mentioned this earlier in their segment. This whole room is a part of a contest called Rising Leaders Retreat, but you guys are all leaders, right? You are working to build kind of that next pipeline of leadership within your business. And when you look at how full this room is, including the overflow room, over 70% of the individuals who earn this trip are non-jewel ranked ambassadors. You guys saw some of that recognition. And that is so important because when you are now going to be a part of that percentage that comes out of this and earn something in convention contests, rank advances again, how many by a show of hands have jewel on their vision board for 2025? Let's see. I love it. Well, that work starts today, you guys. It's so much more than just saying I earned a cruise to the Bahamas. Here we come on trips like this to really get reconnected to our community, have fun with one another, but let's not lose sight of that vision. BB said it perfectly. It's your GPS. We're here to put the pedal to the metal, and you have to set your destination. And what Jory and I wanted to talk about today was just how to help you along that destination, especially knowing that you guys are going to learn from three of the best in the industry that do these behaviors every single month. So Jory, let's talk about a business that lasts forever, right?
It really does last forever, and we talk so much about some of these things, but really, what are you going to take away? You heard from Gene, you heard from BB talk a little bit. What are you going to take away? But if you can, get your phones out. I know you have one on you. Get your phones out right now, and I want you to go to the notes section. If you don't know where that is, see me later after this, but I want you to go to the notes section.
Jory still uses pen and paper, don't
That's right, it's classified. Smoke signals, actually. But what I really do just want to say is take that note section out and reflect on what would it mean, what does it mean to you to build a business to last a lifetime? Imagine leaving a legacy for your family. What does that look like? How good does that feel? This is the vehicle that can help you get there.
100%. Well, again, when you start thinking about business for a lifetime, what I want you to then say is, how do I achieve this? How do I set my destination of the GPS, right? And then don't do what every human does and overcomplicate it. You guys with me? Let's make sure this approach is very, very simple. And so what we want to share with you is just 3 easy things that you can focus on every single month. And those are 3 income-producing activities that are the foundation of any successful business. So think of this outside of direct sales and network marketing. No successful business doesn't focus on these 3 things, right? When you think about constantly having new customers come into your business and try your product, then they want to stay and continue to use those products because they're having results. And then those results drive them to want to share those products with other people. It's the same thing that happens if you go into a restaurant and have a great meal. We have to focus on creating teams, cultures, and systems that always drive these three things consistently every single month. You can't have a month where you just focus on one, and then months later you're like, well, I'm just going to try to get some duplication. It has to be all three every month. If you focus on doing those really well as you build your business of a lifetime, you will have success, and that is the key, is consistency. So when we talk about enrollment, retain, and grow, what are some key ranks we can focus on? What's the impact?
Well, I love it. And these are the three pillars. And as you're looking for the strategy that's going to set you up for success, but more importantly, those who you bring in, it's all about the getting started system. Really focusing on what does senior silver look like, right? So that's typically around 10 enrollments in your organization. But how you get to senior silver is by getting to silver with 3 enrollments. But how you get started and move to silver is with 1. And really, I loved, we had a team that came in, we collaborated at the end of November of last year, November, December of last year, and imagine if the new standard, whenever you help anybody come in to your community, you made sure that they came in with 1. They came in with their +1, and you've heard Gene and Alec and Carl talk about who is your +1. How amazing if every single enrollment, anyone that you brought into your community got started with 1, but you helped them then move onto silver. And what I love about this graphic that you guys see is helping anyone get to silver, earn that $308 in today's environment is absolutely a game changer and a great way to set them up for success towards earning that second income.
I mean, how many of you in this room know someone that could easily benefit from $300 a month?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Not to mention $700, and that's just to get somebody started. So again, focus on those consistent behaviors of always bringing in new customers, retaining them, really driving that team culture, and then getting some duplication within your business. Now, when we talk about that system that was launched at Super Saturday, what about these calls we do every week?
I absolutely love it. I'm going to give a shout out absolutely to a team that came in, Melissa Eichenhorst, Rodden, I mean, I can go through, Amber Miller, you're going to hear from some of these guys. Brooke Hemingway, we have a system that is your system. You want to have a railroad, a track to get to where you need to go. This system, all you need to do is plug your team into and just press play by making sure that you're inviting everyone to these Meet Plexus opportunity calls. These Meet Plexus opportunity calls do the heavy lifting, really introducing Plexus, the products, the community, but also the compensation plan. And we have one on Monday night, we have one also on Thursday night that really focus on the compensation plan, but also the products to help anyone get started. And so as you're going through any day of the week, you can be inviting anyone to these calls to get a full-scale introduction. And then, of course, what I love is we have a text campaign that you can plug anyone into that literally teaches everyone what to do on a daily basis in order to, what to say, what to share, what to do, so that they can get started with their +1, move on to 3 with silver, and all the way to senior silver. And that senior silver rank is the key. Imagine if you had 10 senior silvers, what that would look like, right? It could absolutely change your business.
The compounding effect of your business is huge. And one thing I want to just point out here is these calls have been absolutely phenomenal. Every leader that's jumped on has had great turnout.
Who's been on one of these calls?
How many? Come on. I mean, we're averaging 800 to 1,000 attendees on each one of these calls. But again, where I want you to really focus is getting them on the call is step 1. Okay. Now you're still talking about the enrollment conversation, the follow-up, which is retention, and then that call just kind of helps do a little bit of that groundwork to cast the vision of what duplication or growing with our opportunity can do. It's up to you guys to make sure you're following up with them and really continuing to cast that vision. So what Jory and I get to do is bring somebody up that was a pivotal piece in launching this system, and she's really going to dive in to the nuts and bolts of it, how she implements it on a daily basis. So please, bring that Plexus energy, be as loud as you possibly can, and help Jory and I welcome to the stage